This episode was helped brought to you by our newest sponsor, Kalona Brewing Company. They're a brewery out there in eastern Iowa. So if you're in the area, make sure to stop by Kalona and check out their brewery. Great food at the restaurant there, great beer, obviously. If you're in the Midwest, check out any Hy-Vees. I believe they carry the 6-packs, and they have different types of flavors. So you guys are going to want to, definitely try that out. And I think throughout this whole process, Fishing Kid and myself for Beer Fish Fanatics, we're going to be doing some giveaways here and there. If you guys can go ahead and tag us here and there with your Kalona beer. So other than that, enjoy the episode, guys. All right. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Beer Fish Fanatics. This is Grandy with Ma Pa Fishing. We have
Kit with the Fishing Kit YouTube channel.
And today we have Mr. Angling with Arlie joining us today. I would say almost like a local hero in a sense. I feel like, because I think the community you're building is pretty cool, Arlie. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself and what this Angling with Arlie is all about, sir.
Well, let me start off this. I kind of thought about this all day today while I was in the truck hiding out in the air condition. I'm 55 years old. Been fishing since I was just a little guy. I'm a truck driver by trade. Been driving trucks now for about 27 years. I grew up in a family where we done a lot of camping on the rivers, on the lakes, Rathbun Lakes, Des Moines River, Adel campgrounds. So I've seen a lot of fishing going on, a lot of crappie fishing, a lot of flathead, channel cat, stripers, you name it. We've been out there. Angling with Arlie. Let's jump right in there. I've always been the kind of believer that when you're out fishing and you're into the fish and you're catching, and you got a family that's even 50 feet away from you, you got to step up, man. You got to go over there and help them out, give them whatever you got that you're using to help that family get going and catch some fish. Especially, if they got kids, you got to hustle over there and get them kids on, because kids 30 minutes in, if they ain't catching nothing, they're done.
Yeah.
They're not going to hang with you. So, and to me, it gets to my heart and my soul to see a kid smiling out there and having fun catching fish, parents, even the parents. I mean, if a gentleman's out there fishing by himself and he ain't on it, I enjoy going over and helping others and just keeping things going on the lakes. It's just, I have too much fun doing it. That's what it boils down to.
And so, by the way, Fishing Kit, you're gonna have to edit this part out because I'm a dumbass as usual. I forgot to mention, hey, we're drinking beer today on Beer Fish Fanatics, guys. So my fault. Don't worry about it. If this is out of order, whoever's listening and was watching, you know what? Just blame Grandy again. Here we go. Because this is what happens. We start a little bit early, have a couple, before we even start recording. But of course, I'm doing the Such a Much by Kalona Brewing Company. It's going to be green, so you probably can't see it, but you can see the black part of it. So It's an Indian Pale Ale IPA here, and this one's 7.1% on this one. So I really like this one. So what do you got, Kit? What are you drinking today?
All right, I'm going to have to step it up a notch with the IPA. I got the Hot Mess from Kalona Brewing. And it is a double IPA that's at 8.3%.
So he's taking my to another level. All right, good stuff, Kit. And Arlie, what are you drinking, sir?
Well, I don't drink a whole lot of beer. In fact, I really don't even drink. But I've been wanting to do this. I got the Kalona.
Oh yeah,
like the Kalona. I'm over there all the time, guys. I do a lot of deliveries over there. Kalona Classic. If you're gonna go there, you just will go to the top and get the Classic.
There you go, brother.
Here's the trick. It's only 4.1.
Hey,
so I can drink the whole can and still walk away.
There you go. Cheers, Arlie.
Cheers.
You too.
All right. That is good. And man, that's really good. I miss the IPAs. I haven't like you said, I haven't been drinking IPAs for a while either. Too, kids, so it's kind of
Yeah.
nice. See, it's pretty good, huh, Arlie? Is that the first time you ever had it?
Yes, sir.
There you go. It's got that good flavor and it's nice and light still nice and crisp and everything, and it's good body and everything. So I don't know. I just act like I know what I'm talking about, but
Yeah, it's a easy drinking, that one.
look at that.
A nice coolie for it.
Look at that.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
See, that's what we're talking about. Got to represent. Make sure you guys go get yourself a koozie. Just go to mapafishing.com. Dang it. Support us.
I'm representing over here on the too. You see that?
Dang.
Down there's stickers.
Love it.
Yes.
So how's fishing been for you, Arlie? I mean, I know we were kind of talking a little bit. You said you were slaying it. What are you catching? Where are you fishing at? You don't have to name the bodies of water. You can tell us on the down low. Don't worry about that. But what are you doing? What are you catching? What's working? What's not working?
Well, I tell you what, guys, I've been using a lot of plastics. In fact, I haven't even took live bait out for over a month. Crappies. I got a hole that crappies are just slamming. The big crappies, they have seemed to be sinking down to the They're not really wanting to feed right now. The small 10-inch crappie, they're just slamming. Stripers, me and the boy got into stripers last Saturday morning. I would say he was probably 2-pound striper, maybe 16 inches. Channel cat. Oh my God, the channel cat are literally turned on. I think this heat has really got them rocking. Walleye. The walleye we got into, dude, they were only 8-10 foot off the bank, maybe 10 foot of water. But a lot of plastics. 3/8 jig heads is what I'm using. Yellow, chartreuse, green. Used a little bit of purple. Plastics, twister tails. The crappie was just tearing them up, dude. I was literally changing twister tail every probably 10 fish. They tearing the tails off them.
Wow. Yeah, I've been.
Where you been? I ain't seen no videos out of you, brother.
Oh man, I've been grinding, Arlie. I've been catfishing hard for the past 2 weeks, so I got a ton of catfish videos coming out. I'm gonna start doing 2 videos a week because I got so much content now. I gotta start grinding out 2 videos. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sitting on last recorded video. It might not come out for 2 months if I only do once a week. But now I'm gonna do twice a week, and I got another fishing trip coming up, and I should be able to grind out some more videos from that too.
Yes.
Hey, Arlie, if you don't mind, do you mind sitting up a little bit? Because
I'm sorry.
No, because we can see you so much better. Yeah. There we go. There.
I'm in a recliner. I'm a truck driver. I'm sorry.
I hear it. We want to see that beautiful face of yours, Arlie.
Oh, come on now. I even shaved, cut off all that nasty hair, and
there you go, brother. Now we can see you.
I cleaned up a little bit.
You run this group, that Angling with Arlie page. You want to talk about like some of the things you do on the page, the events that you throw together, and what's that page really all about? I know you kind of touched on, your kind of ethos when it comes to fishing, but I want you to go into details about like what the page does for the community.
All righty. The page is it's boiled around kids. Number 1 is kids on my part. Number 2 is the veterans. That's Gary. Gary Logan is my cousin. We grew up together, riding skateboards, bikes, and fishing, camping, the whole 9 yards. Okay, about the kids, this is kind of how I looked at it. I've only been on Facebook now, probably getting close to 7 years. When I first got onto Facebook, I was joining pages and I was not seeing anything about kids. Everybody was doing giveaways for other fishermen, but nobody was doing nothing for kids. And it kind of hit home, somebody needs to do something. So I stepped up, and me and Gary sat down and we talked about it. And I said, we're putting this together, dude. We're going to start working towards the kids. We're going to get the kids out fishing. We're going to get them out of the house. We're going to get them out of the yard. We're going to get them into the lakes, get them fishing, and just get them away from everyday life. You know, I mean, we got so much commotion going on in this world today that our kids has got to find something else to do. Excuse me, I'm burping this stuff up now.
It's all right. Kit leaves all the burps in. Don't worry about that, Arlie.
All right, awesome. But yeah, I feel for the kids, you know, that they're living a hard life as far as I'm concerned. You know, when I was a kid, we could go out and play until the street lights come on. Today's generation, we can't do it, man. We got to be with our kids. We can't, you know, let our kids go to parks and things like that without us being there with them. So a safe haven, you know, you're going to take kid fishing. You're going to be safe at a lake. You're going to have multiple families around. I love seeing kids smile, you know, even if it's a little tiny fish. It ain't the size of the fish they catch. It's the fact that they're catching something and they smile, and then they pretty much get hooked. You know, I gave poles away to a couple kids, and their parents has been texting me, hey, where can we take our kids to do this again? You know, they want to go so bad. So I kind of helped them out also in that aspect. Yeah, you know, we get a lot of donations from different companies. I get donations from members, and I've gotten donations from people I don't even know. You know, they've dropped off fishing equipment, fishing poles. I just got, I think about 8 more rods the other night. I mean, I got tons of rods. So that's kind of what the page is boiled down to as kids on my part. Now, what we just did here about 7 weeks ago, we put together a fishing camp. Now, I got this fishing camp idea from a gentleman down in Kansas. Kim Burnett is his name, with Crappie Stopper. They do it. Kansas is big on it, dude. They have big get-togethers for kids where there's 200 and 300 kids there.
Wow.
Which is awesome. I mean, you can't ask for a better turnout. So yeah, the fishing camp, we'll have the kids come. I have several games that they can play. We teach them how to tie knots, how to, put your bobber on, how to split shots on, casting, retrieving. We got identification cards, you know, kids, we put them down, you know, and the kids try to identify the fish. We go out and fish and they catch something. Then we got them cards laid out. They bring their fish over and try to match the fish with the card. So all that education is what that is. And it really draws them in and gets them more involved in fishing. You know, fishing is good. I mean, it's kind of like skateboarding and BMX biking. You know, if you get them involved in something, mm-hmm. Softball, baseball. I know you guys have seen that I coach softball. Once again, kids, you know. I'm getting away from the camera. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about that.
I'm in my recliner. I'm sorry, guys. It boils down to me with kids, man. I love kids, and I love to see them smile, and I love to see them get along with other kids. And, you know, there's no arguing and bickering between them, because when they're out there catching fish or they're playing ball and doing good, they're having a good time, man. All worries are behind them. Yeah. So that really touches me when that happens. So
I can definitely appreciate that, because obviously I'm a father of 4 daughters and everything. But right. You know what? I never really even thought about that. But I think you're right. We don't really see too many social media, Facebook groups for fishing for kids, or at least help support them. Right. We don't even see that many YouTube channels that have, or anything honestly in social media. I mean, you might have a few here. I know there's catfishing carp. Even Kay actually had some of my daughters on his channel here and there. You know what I mean? But in reality, you don't really see that many, because a lot of people, obviously they're trying to, push for, their likes or whatever and all that good stuff.
Right.
But no, I mean, that's hats off to you that, that you can do that to help the community, at least here in Central Iowa. I mean, to me, that goes a long ways, because you're doing something that, out of your heart.
Right.
Selflessness. Is that selflessness?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. But like you said, but who's gonna be the next generation fisherman? You know what I mean? And who's you got to get them in, and you got to get them hooked, like you just pun intended in a way. But you get once they get that even like you said, no matter what size of the fish, once they catch that, it's like they get hooked. So
right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you can say, I mean, what has been like your greatest accomplishment that you feel like ever since you started this thing, like you and your cousin, since you guys started this? What would you say is like, man, that was so cool that we did that, and like it was something that you're gonna remember pretty much for the rest of your life? Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have more than one, but what would you say is like one that just pops up?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Last weekend, we done the Copper Creek. You showed up.
Yeah.
Arlie. And I heard your voice and I knew exactly who it was.
Yeah, I'm nice and quiet. Sorry.
Yeah, no, dude. And I don't know how I missed you there either. I evidently, because I started clear down there to Quabbie Grill, and I just worked my way all the way around. I must have fished with 50 kids that day. What a great time. That right there, fishing with them kids and showing them techniques, and they turn around and they look at you like, I get it, I know what you're saying, and then they smile. I'm happy. Job accomplished right there. I'm happy just to see that smile on the kid. Biggest accomplishment is getting it started, really. Is getting it started. I mean, I went in there not knowing anything. I would say I was probably 49 years old when I got into Facebook, dude. And I had no idea what I was doing. And to this day, I'm still computer illiterate.
Hey, we got you on Zoom, and this is perfect, man. Trust me, this is good. You're doing good. You're doing good.
So yeah, I mean, just getting it started and motivating my own self. And Gary, Gary, God, man, I couldn't do this without Gary. And I don't even want to leave him out, dude, because some of the things that he's done with the veterans deal, the veteran, dude, it was all him. I kept things organized. He kept bringing them to me, and I'd keep them organized on pen and paper. But oh my God, dude, I couldn't do this without my cuz. So yeah, getting the page started and getting it rolling, that's my biggest accomplishment done right there.
Hats off.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, Arlie.
I'm gonna do a Mountain Dew time though.
So what do you say is the biggest challenge when it comes to getting kids out fishing? What's the hard part about it? Because I know kids nowadays.
Parents. Parents.
Okay.
Get off that couch, man. Let's go. Kids can't go if the parents don't go. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's the one thing. We had Spencer River certified, and that's exactly what he said. He goes, I mean, these kids, they want to get them all, but how are you gonna? They can't drive. You know what I mean? And you're right. You're man. You're really spot on about that. Like the parents have to be involved to get your kids involved into fishing.
Right. Besides, you got all them urban ponds up there in Ankeny. Them kids live right there. So me and Griffin would go up there in Ankeny and just kind of flop from pond to pond, spend a half hour here, then go there for a half hour. We just run into kids, I just walk over to them. Some kids get a little spooked, but that's why I always had Griff with me, it's 2021, brother, you got to be careful what you're doing, Don't be rolling up on a kid and scare him half to death and he takes off running.
No, you're right. It's
you don't know what dad's like. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of a touchy deal, but yeah, I mean, you go up there, you'll find kids up there, share with them, open that tackle box up, Here, bud, try this out. Leave it alone. I don't say, oh, angling with Arlie this, angling with Arlie that. Here, bud, try these out. Then I'll step back, give him his space. Don't try to get too close to him. Don't scare him. I think you just got to be careful. But urban ponds, you can definitely find kids up there without parents.
Yeah.
Them pretty good little ponds up there too. I'll give Ankeny Ponds props. I mean, there's some good fishing up there for kids. Bluegill, bass. That little pond that's right there behind Hy-Vee, up over the top of the hill there on Oral Labor. That's a great little bass pond for kids. Every cast catch bass. What the heck?
Yeah.
They got some pretty good catfish in some of those ponds too.
Right.
Yeah. Some of them have perch even.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like the one I was talking about.
Mm.
we might have to go visit. Yeah, we might have to go visit their kid to check out some of those perch. They might be getting a little bit bigger by next year or so. I think they're getting there. It's been out there for a couple. We had Tyler Stubbs with the Iowa DNR. So that's kind of, I guess that was his pet project, right? In a way, Kit.
Yep. He's kind of the biologist that's behind all those urban fisheries.
Yeah. And we had him on. He was just like, that was his thing. That's what he does. He handles all of that. And just to kind of see, like you just saying, just to see the results of what people pull in, whether kids, adults, no matter what the case may be, but it's blooming. Like you're just saying, all those ponds up there. Because if you go to Google Maps and you look at all the ponds, it's pretty crazy. If you look at Ankeny, I looked at all like the ponds that shows up on Google Maps. It's pretty impressive, and to see what they're putting a lot of their efforts into. So no, that's pretty cool that you're out there and you can see the kids and everything. But I think you're right. When it's okay to give a kid, a lure, try this, or give them new tips. And I think that goes a long way, because this day and age is kind of, you're right. You don't see that as much as that adults or anybody, help these kids out, to give them something that, here, try this out, just to be a helping hand, I guess, in a way. Yeah.
Right. And I don't want to take nothing away from parents also, because, I worked in construction as a driver, ready mix concrete, for many years. So, some dads are out there working, 60, 70 hours a week. So come Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning, they're beat tired. I get it.
Get off your ass. Take the kids fishing, man.
I'm with you.
Sorry, man. Nope, no excuse. I don't want to hear it. The kids, hey, they're only this small for so long. So get out there, take them out fishing. I don't want to hear it, because you know what? Life's too short for you to be tired in a way.
Right. I'm with you. But I was trying to be nice about it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me be the bad guy. It is true though. I like I say, I get that feeling all the time. You know what? Sometimes, I grind. I got all my kids, but you know what? They don't give a shit. The kids don't care how tired I am. If they want to go fishing, it's like, hey, Dad, it's time to go fishing type of deal. You know what I mean? It's like, if they want to go outside, they don't care. I mean, it's not that they don't care. It's that it doesn't go into their world. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is their world. Their world right now is this, whatever they see, whatever's going on at this moment. And if they want to spend time with you as a parent or whatever, suck it up, Buttercup. Take them out.
Get it up. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Get it up and get it moving.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry, man. I'm gonna get a lot of heat on that. Maybe, I don't know.
That's all right. That's all right. It's a fact, though. You're spot on with it. Spot on with it.
So 2021. All right. So 2020 was kind of obviously shitty for a lot of people, in the whole world in a sense. But so 2021's here. What's your, I guess, what are you looking forward to? What do we got going on for angling with Arlie, and what's going on for you? What's coming up this year? What do you guys got planned?
Okay.
What's going through your mind right now? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Our minds, me and Gary's minds are rolling all the time. We're gonna do another fishing camp. Here, I'm gonna post it on the page here in the next couple weeks. It's gonna be an early morning one. I'm talking, be there at 5:30 in the morning, 6 a.m. We're gonna fish and get out of there before the heat beats us to death.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get that one going here probably in July, I would bet. The first part of July. Let's let the 4th of July get by. I like to let it run for a couple 3 weeks, kind of give people time to put their plans together. Yeah, I can be there, or no, I can't be there. We're going to get that one done. Then we're going to have another one in the fall. Probably, I'm thinking early October to middle of October, somewhere in there. We're going to go out and get on some crappie. I'm gonna get permission on. I got a couple places that I might be able to get the permission to bring in, 8 or 10 families and just line them up on the bank and just have a blast all day long. So two more fishing camps will happen this year. The veterans ice fishing kit, man, we'll need you there again.
Yeah, I'll put a thing up here to the video that we did last winter.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going up there tomorrow night. As soon as I get off work, they had a fish kill there this last winter. They lost a lot of fish. I'm going to go up there. I have that Garmin little fish finder deal. You put it on the end of your rod and throw it out. Dude, I'm going to use it on the ice. I'm not carrying a Vexilar no more. I put this thing in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take it up there and we're going to cast it out, kind of get a reading of what kind of fish are left in there, how many anyway. We're going to do a little fishing while we're there. So trying to narrow it down if that's where we're going to actually have the veterans get together. This veterans is going to be in February. We're not doing it in January this time. January is too early. I was a nervous wreck up there. What'd we have, like 6 or 8 inches of ice?
Yeah.
Up there. I was nervous. We had a lot of guys on that little body of water. So
yeah, it was really slushy. When we were out there.
Right, right. Yeah. So I want to do a little later so I know I got good solid ice. So we're talking probably mid-February on that. So them 3 are definitely on the list. That's right now, that's about all I got on paper of what we're going to get accomplished. I got a lot of work here yet to do. Like I said, I've gotten all them donations of fishing poles and what have you. I got a bucket sitting right over there, and I think there's probably about 20 or 25 in there that I got from Derek Wilkins' garage sale swap meet that he had. I came home with at least 25, and I haven't had a chance to get in there and clean them out and get them re-spooled. So yeah, I got a little bit of work ahead of me.
No, that's cool. We'll definitely give shots out. Just let us know the exact dates once you get them all fine-tuned in regards to dates and everything. We'll definitely let people know how they can at least be a part of that. And then this year, I think, or at least February for sure. Let me know, Kit, when you guys do that. When you and Arlie, when you guys do have those dates, and we'll make something
on up too, Randy.
Yeah, we'll make it fun. We'll do something. Maybe we'll even record out there or something. Who knows? I don't know. It depends on how cold it is. Remember last year it was freaking fridge. It was a rough winter last year.
Hey, dude. Hey, easy now. I don't want to hear that.
But hey, it creates ice. You got to think of it that way, okay?
There was 5 of us that got in vehicles and drove all the way to Wabasha, Minnesota.
What?
You grumpy old. Yeah. You know Wabasha, Minnesota, grumpy old man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went up there and went fishing for the weekend. During that cold spell, that was a blast.
Mm-hmm. I told Kit, I mean, we'll probably do the yellow bass bonanza, but I'm just if it's minus 40 below, I'm gonna have to I might have to take a rain check. Just saying.
Rain check.
I'm sorry, man. It's
after that weekend, I was done ice fishing. Like, this is it. I'm wrapping it up for the season.
And I think we talked about this too, because we went to Okoboji that following, was it the week after, right, Kit? Yeah, it was. We went to Okoboji, and if you were to look at Kit's face and my face, you'd be like, man, we didn't even care to ice fish really, because we were just so beat up from that previous week.
Right.
But it created ice, so that was a good thing, I guess, in a way. But it was just, I think, the wind chill factor. That's what made it so unbearable, I guess. Unbearable.
Right,
I'm sorry.
right. You're right. It makes it tough.
Yeah.
You just got to make camp and park it and stay there.
No,
You know?
agreed. Yeah.
Get
But
that heat drinking.
we were just a bunch of idiots trying to win a tournament that we only caught one fish. Hey, doesn't matter. That fish was the dandy. We still won.
We
I
cashed
still
the check.
I remember that video.
It was so fun, but no, it's let me know for sure. We'll do something. We'll definitely make it fun. When you do that veterans thing, I'm very big into that. So that's so cool that you guys that you do that and organize something like that. So I definitely want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
and
I don't want to leave Gary out. Gary's the one that he's the hardcore veterans get together guy. So
I'll make an announcement on my page because like after the event, a few guys I know that ice fish and they served in the military. Like, oh man, like you should have told us. We totally would have went.
Right.
So once you figure out dates, I'll like announce something maybe like the month before. Then that way I get some people that I know that want to go, or maybe some people that never even ice fished before, get them out there too.
Yeah, like them 2 Texans we had there.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
Oh,
I think Kid did say something like you guys got some people from Texas. They obviously never ice fished before. How was that?
Right. Never seen ice. That was Joe Flowers and Brad Bite. Joe Flowers is he owns a bait shop down there in Lake Dallas, Texas. It's Joe's Bait and Tackle. Then Brad Bright is a plastic guy, which is with 4B Baits out of Lake Dallas also. They flew here. And we supposed, in fact, that weekend we supposed to get that big blizzard. them poor guys are standing outside the motel looking at snow come down, think they was looking at a blizzard. We just had a little bit of snow come.
Yeah.
But they had a total blast, guys. They didn't even get in a shack, not one time. They stood out there and toughed it out the whole time. But if Kit remembers, it was actually a really good weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That day we fished was a real mild day.
Yeah, it was just the ice was super sloppy with all the slush and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It was nice. We had the gators there, which was donated from Van Wall. They gave us 3 gators. That way we could pull everybody down and you had to ride back up to your vehicle, which was really cool. What else did we do? We got a rod from Steve Miller out of Fremont, Nebraska. We got a rod from Frozen Puppy out of Michigan, which now he's moved up to the UP. So we did them 2 giveaways. Then also Kit, didn't you get something? Didn't I give you something?
Yeah, I got like a little swag bag of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So everybody, I tried my darndest to make sure that everybody that was there, not only the veterans but the helpers, won something. And how I accomplished that, I have no idea. Everything just worked out. It was great. The 2 ice rods was funny. We done a deck of cards. So we pulled out the ace, king, queen, jack, and the 10s and cut them in half. And then each veteran, each helper was to grab half a card, and we put them other halves in a bag and we would draw them out. Whatever card was pulled out, whatever was given away, they would win it. Hey, you're a young man. Old Grip just come down here with me. But anyway, it was kind of funny because the 2 guys from Texas, Joe and Brad, and I had my Uncle Gary, which he was a Vietnam veteran, trying to put his hand, we was calling it the cookie jar. He couldn't even get his hand down inside the jar. In fact, right there it is. But them 2 guys, they actually won both the rods. Well, the upstanding people that they are, they actually put the rods back in and said, no, guys, draw them out. Make sure that somebody that's going to use them gets them. So that was quite the deal. I mean, that was very touching right there. I mean, for someone to give them up, but yeah, I mean, everybody there won something, and that was a good time. We had ham hocks and beans, cornbread. We had people that made cookies and pumpkin bars, and we had pop and water, coffee, hot chocolate. Man, it was like a feast. So it was a really good time.
Yeah, I think everybody caught fish too.
Oh yeah. I come over and hung out with you guys for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You and Richard Grimes and Ed. Yeah, I was trying to make my rounds to everybody, but
hey, you're a busy guy that day.
I tell you what, kid, when I got on the gator, me and Gary's the last two to come down the hill, and I'm not gonna even lie one bit. I came down and I told the guy, I said, stop right here. And I got off the gator and I came down in between two trailer homes down there. And I looked down on that ice and it was just so touching that tears just started rolling down my face, bud.
Dang.
I mean, it just to see what me and Gary had put together and everything is just coming together. Like, I don't know, dude. I mean, I was flabbergasted how well we done. And it was just so touching, you know. And once again, thank you for coming and making your video.
Oh, and I got to give props to you for, putting the whole thing together and getting everybody there. I was just a bystander, really.
Now, I know, but things like that adds to it, and it makes it just that much better. So yeah, thank you.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Pretty badass. Yeah, 'cause I saw the video and Kit told me about it. He goes, man, that was so much fun. It was really cool. And then how did the veterans take it? I mean, because a lot of them, I don't know, a lot of them, did they fish, ice fish, or I mean, what were their? I guess you can say, well, what did they say after? How did they enjoy it? And they're like, man, I can't wait till next year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got. We did receive a couple thank you cards in the mail. We did get like personal messages, thank you guys so much, and so on and so on. So I mean, all that work, it didn't go, like, well, the guys are done and ain't gonna hear nothing from them, because that ain't the way it happened. I mean, we did get response from several people, and a lot of the helpers like Richard Grimes, man. I mean, I'm gonna call that fishing pool back up.
Oh yeah. Rich is a good dude, and he catches fish like crazy.
Right. I'm definitely dragging him back in. Tommy Sweet, I think Tommy Sweet. Tommy Sweet. We won. Win. Brody and oh man, he's gonna kill me for not remembering his name. Timpsey guide fishing up there at Clear Lake. Timpsey.
Oh yeah.
Brody and I can't think of the other guy's name. Bam. And I feel terrible. I'm sorry. But they gave us a guided fish for two veterans. Uncle Gary, he won one of them, and he gave it up. He said, no, I don't want to go. It's just too much work for him. He's too old. He didn't think he could handle it. So Tommy Sweet got to go. Oh my gosh, guy out in Mitchellville. I can't even think of his name right off the top of my head. He's on my page all the time. Tall, skinny guy, got a red goatee.
Is it Craig? Craig Silver?
Yes, yep. Yes, Craig. Craig's the one. Them two got to go up there, and silly Craig wore tennis shoes. I got a pair of boots for him. He's going to wear these boots this year. They weigh about 40 pounds, but he's going to remember them for life. Yeah. Timpsey Guide Service in Clear Lake. And also, let's not forget about Kevin Paul with Clear Lake Bait and Tackle. Dude, he gave us, and I still have, because several guys did not take them home. The two guys from Texas didn't take their home. So I still got 3 more rods left.
Wow.
That Clear Lake gave us. I think there was a total of 24 or 25 rods, ice rods, that he gave us.
Wow.
So all the veterans got to take home an ice rod. So Clear Lake Bait and Tackle also, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
pretty badass of Kevin. Yeah, man. Shout out to Kevin Paul. Yeah, we had him on our podcast. Shout out to you, Kevin, you Minnesota Viking lover, you.
Now wait a minute. Now I heard they just signed on a new guy, and they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Don't worry about it. This is the Bears, man.
Don't worry about it. Forget it.
No, that's awesome. And you know what? I'm excited to see what you're gonna do this year in February for that because I definitely want to be a part of that. Definitely, we'll make it big. We'll make it fun,
Yes.
and I can't wait to see
Yes.
how much it keeps growing. I think every year, events like that, it's going to keep growing, especially when more and more people hear about it. See, like Kit was just saying, like, you know, people are hitting you up. I think that's the cool part about it. I think a lot of people see how much it builds community, it builds, you know, everything around it, and I think it'll just grow. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to see what's going to happen this year, at least this winter, and see how it's going to grow. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too, dude. To be honest, dude, I am having a total blast with it. I really do. I mean, just Copper Creek, dude, I had a total blast. 2.5 hours, and I didn't stop, not one time. I just jumped from kid to kid to kid. It was kind of funny. I wish I'd have ran into you there, you know, while you was fishing anyway.
Yeah.
I would just jump into there and start talking. I'd talk to the parents I'd give them about 30, 45 seconds. Then I had Terry Angle with me. Terry Angle would strike up the conversation with them, and I'd leave them and I'd go to the kids.
Yeah.
You know, it was unbelievable. I had so many happy faces there. It was unreal.
Yeah. And the one that Arlie's talking about, so people know, it's Pleasant Hill, Iowa, and they do this every year, and it's a
Lions Club.
Yeah, Lions Club that does this every year. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a fishing derby for the kids, and it's free. You don't have to have a license. The kids go, well, obviously kids don't have to have a license in Iowa if you're under 16. But this thing it's so cool. The amount of giveaways they give. There was, there was like icicle, because it was a hot day. It got into like the mid 90s that day. So my kids were like, Dad, let's go. It's hot. I need some AC. So I get that. But they were giving snow cones away. They had free popcorn in the morning. They were giving donuts away. There was coffee. I mean, it was just awesome. And then they had a train there that takes the little ones, have a little ride, and then you can fish around the whole Copper Creek area. So, I mean, next year, I think I'm going to mention something for sure on our podcast and everything about that, because, and if you're going to be out there again, definitely we'll mention it, because it was cool, like to see you out there, and then it was a bunch of kids. I really did not expect that. I don't know if it was because of COVID last year, but this year it felt, because I was there 2 years ago, and I kid you not, Arlie, I felt like it was like maybe double to triple the amount of kids from 2 years ago.
Sweet. I had a blast, dude. Total blast.
Yeah, it was pretty.
And Steve is the gentleman that runs that with the Lions Club. I don't know what his last name is. First name's Steve. Really, really nice guy. And I had to have a talk with I shouldn't even bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up because it's kind of a touchy situation with me about this, is all them lose fishing combos they've given away, lose open face rods.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't agree with that, because you're giving these away to kids that are 5 and 6 years old and I can tell you 90% of them kids out there had never fished before, and they're receiving a rod like this. They need to go step it down and get twice as many rods, as far as that goes, and get with this a $10 Zepco from Walmart. You know, I know these things are probably being donated to them, but they kind of need to step it down and just get a little Zepco 202 and give them away instead of them lose combos. Because I know what's going to happen is they're going to go home, and them kids are not going to ever learn how to use that rod properly. It's going to go in the corner and it'll never come out again. That's a sign of discouragement, and that kid's not going to want to go fishing again because he had a bad experience with that rod. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they've done anything wrong. I just think that they need to do a different avenue. And I talked to the lady that was doing the giveaway, and I believe it was Steve's wife. hopefully that's sunk in, and maybe next year they can give away Zepco combos.
Yeah, no, that makes sense
Kids
because
will-
that is true because I started my kids off with one of those frozen rods, those little kids, like you said, it's the Zepco pretty much, it's the same thing, and
right.
but like you were just saying, they didn't have to worry about opening up the bail and casting and all that crap. They just push a button and go, and
Right.
but it didn't
Right.
discourage them. You're right. It doesn't discourage the kids to get started. At least it's pretty simple. You push the button and it goes. And then now, my kids are on they do the spinning rods now, so they understand.
Right.
Okay, that's what it's called. That's a bail, and then you hold it this way, and then it's how you cast. But like you said, if I didn't do that for them, if they were just like, here, go, you're right. They'd have been like, nope, done. And
right, exactly. Then they'll never go again.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I didn't want for my kids to go through. Like, I didn't want them to get discouraged, so you try to make them as easy as possible, at least at the beginning, to get them hooked until they can start catching fish like Kit. Then because then they'll be like, I get it. Because trust me, they're like, Dad, you go fishing all the time. Come, you don't bring fish home like Uncle Kit. Like, thanks.
I just go a lot.
But speaking of fish, so we'll talk about fishing a little bit now. I mean, I just want to know. I mean, Arlie, what's your fishing goals for this summer?
My fishing goals, I don't really have any goals. To me, getting out and getting on the bank. I'm a bank fisherman, dude. I care less about a boat. I really do.
Okay.
Just get out and fish and catch fish. That's the object of the game. But even if I go out and I don't catch nothing that day, then be it. I had a good time, man. So goals, just go have fun. Just go have fun. I don't have to catch a lunker every time. It's nice when you do. Don't get me wrong, but I don't need to.
Respect.
Yeah. As you see, I really don't bring fish home anyway. I especially during the summer, crappie, man, I throw them bad dogs back. I want them in the winter. I want some firm. So yeah, no goals. What kind of goals you got?
Go ahead, you first.
Me first?
You first. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
Well, I got one goal down. I caught a wiper on the kayak, on a new kayak, because Kit got me on that. And then I still need to catch a catfish off the kayak. That's one of my other goals. And then the other goal would be to catch a double digit, honestly, either a double digit wiper or a double digit catfish. That was my goal. I don't know. I got to get out a little bit more to accomplish that. You can't accomplish that type of a goal if you're sitting on the, at home, but I got to get out. But like I said, I think honest, that was my three big goals. Like, I want to catch a wiper and a catfish on the kayak, and then I wanted to catch a double digit of either one of those. So I got one so far. I just got to see if I can get double digits of any of those, or even catfish on the kayak. But I gotta get the kayak out a little bit more. So that's my goal. How about you, Kit? I know I kind of know a couple of his goals, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, when I started this year, one of my goals was to catch 30-pound blue cat. I hit that goal last week. You'll see in the upcoming video. I don't want to spoil anything.
Is that the one you grabbed by hand with the leader?
That was the one I lost. I caught one.
I'm just teasing you.
That one was even bigger than the one I caught.
The one he lost. He's like, trust me, Arlie. He was like, he was butterface for the night, weren't you?
I heard him.
Yeah. My other goal is I want to catch a striper. Like a ocean striper. There's some landlocked fisheries that have them that aren't too far from here, like in Kansas, Missouri. And one of my goals is to catch one of those. Okay, nice. Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, basically not in Iowa.
Right.
Yeah, catching one of those is my next thing for me, I think.
Nice.
So
and if I can jump in here, Copper Creek. Don't think Copper Creek ain't got some big ones in there. There's big stripers in there.
Yeah,
I've seen several 5 and 6 pounders come out of there.
yeah, they got some nice hybrids in there. I think I've caught a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. He actually, you did tell me, did you catch off a kayak some hybrids there, Kit?
No, I was just
Or is
using a spoon, just
No.
fishing from shore.
Oh, was it for real? Shoot.
Yeah, them rocks.
Yeah.
Them rocks.
Yeah.
But
And-
we are going to a place next week, Kit. That's a possibility for that goal to happen. Because we saw, but we'll see, right? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna be throwing big baits next week, trying to.
Yeah.
And they got big catfish. Well, I just want to catch big fish, honestly. And
Right.
one of my other goals is for my YouTube channel. If I can hit 2,000 subs this year, I got half a year to go, and like 700 subs. So if I could do that, that'd be awesome. I mean, I appreciate every sub I get, even if I don't hit 2,000.
Right.
Oh yeah. I want Beer Fish Fanatics YouTube subs to get over 100, Kit. How about that?
I think we could do that.
But we do get a lot of good downloads, so I mean it's okay because a lot of people actually, for some reason, like listening to us versus watching,
Right.
which I'm okay with. But that would be kind of a cool goal too. But you know what? I think Kit will get to that 2,000 pretty soon, sooner than he thinks.
Yeah, he will.
I hope 2 videos a week helps.
Can't hurt.
I put you guys on there the page a couple times this week, so
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
yeah, no big deal here, buddy. I enjoy it. I mean, that's what it's all about, sharing other people. Don't be stingy. Don't say you
Exactly.
can't do this. Don't say you can't do that.
Right.
Agreed.
It's all about community, anyways. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and it's just one of those things that I think you guys will do it. You guys have the mentality, the drive, and on top of that, I think you guys have good, aura around you guys. All right,
Right,
you got the fishing aura, Kit.
Right.
You got the amazing sense of selflessness. So I think you guys will be just fine, man. So
Right. Yeah,
Um,
I don't, honestly, I don't even look at how many members I got 90% of the time. I really don't.
yeah,
I get up, dude. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. First thing I do is, I pour my Mountain Dew. I sit down in my chair and I turn on my page, dude, and I just see who's been posting, and I kind of read through the comments. That's make sure there's no arguments or anything of that sort. I don't look at, oh, did I get 10 new members today? No.
yeah. That's cool.
It'll happen. It'll happen one morning, You'll wake up and there might be a list of 100 there. So get ready to start clicking okay.
Yeah, Kid. Don't worry, man. You're gonna be at like 10,000 pretty soon, Kid. That you don't even realize. But you're right. You know what? At the end of the day, you guys are doing this for fun and
Right.
The goodness of your heart, entertainment, everything. It's fun, man. So, yeah. Anything else for Arlie, Kid? I mean, it's pretty cool to have you on here. And then so everybody's listening or watching, we will be posting everything that Arlie was pretty much mentioning in regards to the upcoming events that he's going to do. So once he gets all those dates down, we'll definitely mark that down and let you guys all know on that. But anything else you got for him, man?
Yeah. So Arlie, if any of our listeners wants to get a hold of you, where can they find you? Whether that's your, you personally, or where can they find your page?
Yeah, right on Facebook, Angling with Arlie and Family. That's the name of it, Angling with Arlie and Family. Let me bang it out here for you guys.
So the listeners, you guys gotta go check this. Oh, look at these shirts.
Yeah,
Look at that.
The shirts made. Angling with Arlie and Family.
There we go.
You can just jump on the page and ask to join. We will check you out. Make sure you're not, somebody that, a spammer or whatever.
Yeah.
We make sure it's not. We make sure that it's legit. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
Agreed.
We don't need nothing in there that shouldn't be in there. So, yeah, we'll let you in. Come check us out. Arlie Miller is my name on Facebook. feel free to throw me a friend request. I'll accept it. So yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, Arlie. And then we will put all the links and everything to Arlie's Facebook page, and we'll put
Thank you.
everything to his link and everything. So make sure you guys, just send a friend request, because we want to see him at least get like 20 by the end of this podcast. So you guys send it to him,
Right.
and go join us, because we do. A part of his community is pretty cool on Facebook and everything. Join there, support the kids, support the veterans, and everything that you're doing. You know what?
Right.
To me, it means a lot, because I think it's pretty badass what you're doing, because there's not many people who put their time and effort. People don't understand, time is very precious. And for you to do what you do for the community, to do what you do for the kids, to do what you do for the veterans, I appreciate that. So if anybody doesn't say that enough, it's pretty badass of you.
We hear it, brother. We hear it.
So
they just, like I said, it's not just on my page, but I spend a lot of hours at the ball field every week. I mean, Saturday morning, I'll be there 9 a.m. We're closing ceremonies. I won't leave there until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then at 4 p.m., we're meeting the kids at Yellow Banks. We're having a hot dog bar.
Awesome, man.
Close the season out the right way, Nothing better than a good old hot dog at the ball game. So, yeah.
Arlie, keep doing what you're doing, keep grinding, and keep that heart of yours, man. You got an amazing heart, brother. So
Thank you.
I can appreciate that, man. So just keep doing what you're doing, and we'll get there. Yeah,
absolutely. And thank you guys very much for offering me on here. I've been excited. How long has I've known? A week or better?
There you go, brother. Cheers. Thank you for joining us, man.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers.